YouTube, what's up? It's your resident Do Fanatic here, and today I'm breaking my silence on a topic that many of you have been asking in the comments on my Mountain Dew videos for me to discuss, and that is, of course, ECKVA. And there's a reason that I have been silent on the series, and I will get into that. But first, for anyone who doesn't know, there was this web series called Marble Hornets. It was about the Slender Man and what he did to people, particularly a student film director, and it spanned over 10 hours of content with ARG-like puzzles, and it was a phenomenon, and it was a great mystery, a great horror series, and it ended in 2014 and spawned all kinds of creative things in its path. It inspired other Slender Man series. ARGs became more popular, and even their internal creations at THAC, they created new things, and Clear Lakes 44 was one of them, and it was to be the follow-up to Marble Hornets. And I followed that pretty intently on my channel. I made a analysis video for each broadcast that came out, and it was an intriguing series, but it never went anywhere. And I know that I'm not alone when I say that other members of the audience felt burned when it had no payoff, when there was really no character development. And even though there were 13 videos, I had to grasp at straws for a lot of the content that I produced throughout that series. And there was always this question of, is this related to Marble Hornets? Is it in the same universe? Is it not? What's going on here? And once it really just went nowhere and the story never really developed, and of course there were internal problems with the production, it was really just depressing, and it felt like a big waste of time at the end of it. And it really wasn't, because I had fun making it, I had fun speculating, and I know that many of you enjoyed watching the videos, and I appreciate you having been there every step of the way. Now, the call has been put out for me to start covering ECKVA, which we don't know much about, similarly to Clear Lakes 44. What we do know is it follows a character, I believe his name is Sean Hawkins or something like that. I'm sorry, I haven't followed it as closely, but I have watched every single video, and I've followed along with the puzzles, and the email puzzles and responses that were with Clear Lakes 44, they transferred into this new series, and they kind of retconned everything to where Clear Lakes 44 was bought out, I believe, by ECKVA or something like that, and it was a local broadcast, sort of like a PBS station or something of that nature. But we really don't have a lot to go on with ECKVA either. So my job here today is not really to dissect that so much as it is to say what I think of ECKVA so far. Now, for those of you who don't know, go ahead and check it out. There's a YouTube page for ECKVA, and it's very crude. It's presented similarly to Marble Hornets. You have this narrator character who receives broadcasts, and he uploads them, and they're really creepy in nature. There's a lot of hidden imagery, a lot of hidden frames as well, that was taken Tribe 12 style. And all we know is that this guy had applied for ECKVA before, but never had a job with them, and he was on a medication called Priaxin at the time of that application. And these messages that he's receiving through broadcasts, that the ECKVA station, which is now defunct, evidently, he's been picking those up and posting them, but they seem to have targeted messages at him, that he doesn't see what's important, and he's not starting his new life, which I believe was also a slogan, "Start your new life today," or "Why not start your new life today?" Something of that nature in the Priaxin advertisement. And he's got a ratty old house where he picks up all these broadcasts, and really we don't know why these broadcasts still exist from a defunct station, why he knows that they exist, why he's picking them up, why he's uploading them, other than the fact that they're being targeted at him. So, that is, in a few words, more than I could ever say about Clear Lakes 44 and the plot. Because if you look back at my Clear Lakes 44 epilogue video, I believe it was, you get that idea where we really never knew what was going on, and that was a disappointment. And I said in that video that I would follow this series, but if it didn't meet the standards that I set out for myself, I would not be creating analysis videos. And while this series so far it's looking like it's going in the right direction, we have character development, albeit not much, and we really haven't seen him on screen except for the turn of a doorknob and fixing some wiring. We don't really have anything to go on. We have the puzzles, which are fantastic, and they supplement the series in a very similar way to how Marble Hornets did, where you don't necessarily have to follow them to get a broad understanding of what's going on, but you do get a much broader and more, I would say, in-depth understanding of everything if you do follow along with them. So that's another step in the right direction. What has deterred me from posting, first of all, is the fact that the series has been going on for 6 or 7 months. I believe it was first posted, the first video, that is, in October of 2016, and so far we have 8 videos, and while those 8 videos give us more development than Clear Lakes 44 ever did, I still don't feel like I'm in a position to where I can analyze this and provide insight in the style that I would want to. Because in Clear Lakes 44, I grasped to try to pull all the pieces together to give us an idea, and I had to work under the assumption that it was connected to Marble Hornets, and it was difficult to do that, and it was definitely repetitive in some instances in my videos. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to be redundant. I would like to cover the series, but I also want there to be more development. And until there is, I don't feel like I don't feel like I have anything special to offer the series. Now, that could change. Maybe a new ECKVA video comes out, we get some characters going, we meet some new people, we get some development, we figure out something about Preaxin, we figure out something about ECKVA as an entity, why it still exists, or some evidence at least. Then I can analyze it, start to break it down, and then maybe a video analysis series would be appropriate. But at this time I don't think it is, and honestly I can't think of an angle that I can tackle it from with what we're being given. However, if Preaxin becomes a major theme in ECKVA, I'm a pharmacy student, I just finished my first year, I can look at it from that angle. I can talk about his psyche as it relates to the medication, the effects that he would be feeling. I can offer an analysis in that regard. And other than that, I can't really think of anything in particular that would be special to my analysis. And I know you all have asked and really want me to cover this. So I would say to all of you right now, give it time. If it develops, if we have a more streamlined plot, if the pieces start to fall into place, then you bet I will be analyzing and speculating as I did once before. But until then, I just don't see it happening in the foreseeable future, as we've only received 8 videos over the course of 6 or 7 months. So that's where I am with it right now, but as I said, that can change. My question to those of you who want me to look deeper into ECKVA and really try to analyze things and provide my particular brand of perspective on this, what is it about my perspective that you want to see in these videos? Because I am having a really hard time figuring out what I can offer each of you in my analysis that would be unique as compared to what you could find on one of the internet forums or the Reddit or anything, the Discord, anything like that. So that is my question to you. If you would just drop that in the comments, maybe you'll inspire me, maybe I'll look back at the ECKVA videos as I did right before I made this video and find something that I can analyze and really bring to the light that has not been discovered. Unfortunately for me, though, I have not made that awakening. That has not happened. I have not had that epiphany yet. But to those of you who are interested, drop it in the comments. Let me know. And as for that, that's all I have to offer for now. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll be seeing what's important in the near future. Thanks for watching.